Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Hey, y'all know Triple G, Canelo Alvarez is going down September the 15th. Hey, and it's gonna be on HBO Pay-Per-View. I'm not gonna ain't that I'm protesting, but I'm not ordering that fight. I'll probably watch it somewhere else, you know. Either at one of the local sports bars or it's an acquaintance of mine out here that's getting the fight. I don't know. I'll probably do it there. So I won't be giving like update highlights. I will give a few snippets after the fight is over. But hey, this fight going down, man. And to me, what's intriguing is it seems like a lot of fight fans are still naive to the fact that Canelo Alvarez actually cheated. It's people that I see on YouTube, personalities, people that I'm fond of, their channels, you know, people that I've made friends with on YouTube, whatever, you know, as a YouTube personality. But hey, I'ma tell you, don't be naive to the fact that this guy cheated. He did not tainted meat. Meat will, that's a secondary ingestion. You cannot pop for a drug from secondary ingestion. It has to be a primary. You have to take the drug primarily, like to do what it is intended to do in order to pop for the drug on a drug test. I promise you. There's no way that that meat that has the drug will even register even trace amounts of the drug. And that's why they did a second, they did another sample, you know what I'm saying, to make sure. They say, okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if this sample pops too, that means that, hey, it's more than just something that you ingested, you know what I'm saying, secondarily, you know. So it is what it is, but the man was cheating. He got caught cheating. He tried to sneak past a drug test. The reason why it is evident that he tried to sneak past it because it's only trace amounts. That means that he probably flushed it, most of it, but he still had traces of it in his system. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the man did cheat, you know. I'm sorry, it just faced the facts. The man cheated, you know. So, and this is and this the thing too that get me. People was talking about, oh, Errol Spence, now he done signed up for VADA too. But they talk about VADA like, even though these guys, a lot of you know, people in other, besides the WBC that's in USADA, they don't count that as a premier drug agency. So VADA is like the top agency, right? So if they the top agency, how they got it wrong? You know what I'm saying? So now people been claiming, oh, Errol Spence is cheating because he won't get in VADA. And he wasn't in the WBC. He was in USADA, but that wasn't good enough. So y'all telling me that the one that everybody deemed as the top dog has caught somebody cheating, but y'all still don't accept that as true. Man, it's a trip to me, man. It's a trip to me. But it's a trip to me also how naive a lot of the boxing fans are about this drug test thing, man. It is what it is. The man got caught cheating. He failed the drug test. It was revealed and they reported it. And to me, they kind of sweeping under the rug, but it is what it is, man. Triple G accepted the fight. I really believe he should have been suspended for at least a year. But the WBC letting him fight. The commission letting him fight. So, hey, I ain't nobody but these people who got money and money on the line. I guess they deem it as important. So the man only got 6 months. And you know, I feel the narrative is, you know, hey, it won't be fair to Triple G if we don't let him get the rematch again, because he'll be even more you know, older, and he already starting to show signs of slippage. So, yeah, and I understand, but still, man, if that was Terrence Crawford that popped, you know what I'm saying? What would the consequence be? You know, if it was Errol Spence that popped positive, since everybody talking about the man, you know, was dirty. If he popped positive, then what would people have to say? What the consequences would be? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just looking at it from a race standpoint either. Not just because these guys that I name are black, but I'm looking at it as from the point of view of, so to speak, status, or, you know what I'm saying? Revenue. These guys don't bring as much revenue to the sport, so I guarantee you the consequences would have been stiffer. Now, these guys are up-and-coming guys, and when I say up-and-coming, I know they are champions, but their name does not have the same status as a Canelo Alvarez, who is the biggest in the sport right now. He's the biggest single draw in the sport right now. And, you know, I'm just saying, is that the reason why he only got 6 months? Because I can just see Terrence Crawford popping dirty and getting no less than a year. You know? But hey, it is what it is, man. And hey, if you able to beat the odds and get a pass, because everybody look for a pass. I put myself in the man's shoes. I'd be looking for a pass too. But at the same time, man, hey, if you playing dirty on this playing field, then yeah, you deserve to get docked. You know, he's still young. He still got a long career ahead of himself. I mean, a long enough career, you know. So nah, man, but at the same time, it is what it is, you know. And if they, like I say, the commission and the WBC, man, look, if y'all want to play that joke, go ahead and play it. And you know, hey, it is what it is. Triple G accepted it. I mean, he talked a little trash, but he accepted it. My thing is this too. If you accepted it, you want to make the money, don't cry. Just go ahead and accept it and do your thing, you know. That means that you a part of it too. To me, that means you are a part of the slapping on the wrist and moving forward too, because you want to get paid, which I ain't mad for nobody for getting paid, you know. But at the same time, you know, don't talk that trash now, you know, about it. Let it go if you go get paid, you know. But anyway, like I say, I ain't nobody. I'm just a fan. And, you know, I am a little disappointed, though, you know, when you at that level in the sport and you are looked up to the way Canelo Alvarez is. There's really no excuse for that, man. You know, do what you can, do your best, and let that be enough, you know. And hey, he has shown that he has stamina issues. So that's another reason why I really believe he was trying to curtail that. Hey, you know, and that's just the truth. But at the same time, we'll see. So now, the fight is coming up Saturday night. We gonna see. Maybe he could probably have a, you know, different strength and conditioning regimen, or maybe he could you know, get more rest, or, you know, I don't know, train a little bit different. But hey, come Saturday night, we gonna see. You know, we gonna see what you're working with, you know. And you know, I guess, obviously, I mean, I don't know, but I guess I ain't heard no new news. So I guess he's, you know, he hadn't popped dirty. He good to go for now. And I guess we gonna see. Guess we're gonna see Saturday night. And you know, a lot of people, like I say, Triple G shown some little signs of slippage, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to call it. I still feel like Triple G is a good fighter, but I believe like Floyd Mayweather and Michael Jordan, you know, some of the greats that did it in their sport, always found a way to reinvent themselves when, you know, they weren't able to do the same thing. You know, you might not be able to knock a person out, but you can still rely on some other skill that you possess to get the job done. Michael Jordan, but you know, after the days of him dunking on everybody, you know, he had to, you know, pull up, you know, a couple fadeaways here, you know, and showcase that long range game a little more, you know. Not that he didn't already have the long range. Like I say, showcase it a little more. Work a little harder at scoring more long range. And you know, you see what happened. You know what I'm saying? When he put emphasis on it. You know? He'll shoot your lights out. And he'll still pull up on you with the fadeaway. You know? So hey, Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people, you know, go back and check out Floyd Mayweather when he was the they didn't call him Money Mayweather, they called him Pretty Boy Floyd. When he was knocking cats out that was bigger than him. Diego Corrales, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go back and watch that Floyd Mayweather. But as he got older, his hands got more fragile. He broke his hand a few times fighting. His hands was very fragile. That's why you ain't see him knock out people as much. You know? Okay, he ain't sit down on his punches. Now he did, fighters will tell you, he does have a lot of snap on his punches. And he will surprise you. But he just don't go for the knockout as much. He didn't. So, but he reinvented himself. He used the skills really that he already possessed. He just worked harder at sharpening those skills so that he could showcase them in the ring. And things like what he did against Canelo, man, that was, man, what he did against Canelo was masterful. What Floyd Mayweather did against Shane Mosley, they say, oh, Shane Mosley was past his prime. Floyd Mayweather was basically past his prime too. You know, and you could say Mosley was more past his prime, whatever. But what he did against him was still masterful. What he did against Arturo Gotti. Man, look, Floyd Mayweather. See, at that time, he said after that fight, he knew his body was breaking down. You know what I'm saying? And he had to reinvent himself. And I feel like, you know, if Triple G is still gonna fight at the highest level, he will have to find a way to do the same thing. And I hope that that's what his training camp consisted of. Not trying to fight the same old Triple G style, because against Canelo, it might not work. You know what I'm saying? He almost lost that fight. And I'm gonna tell you, I had him winning. Canelo landed more power shots. Triple G landed more overall. And I'm gonna tell you this, he did enough. That's the thing, he didn't do enough to stand out for the win, you know. That's why I wasn't mad at the draw, but I still had him winning. But I ain't mad at the draw because Triple G, with the skills he possessed, he still should have been able to separate himself. The fact that he did not separate himself, you know, shows that, hey, Canelo is, hey, he's right there. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's going to remind Triple G of that this coming Saturday night. I'm right here. So unless Triple G has found a way to not only hone some of those skills he already possessed, but showcase them, hey man, he might be in trouble, you know. But hey, I wish both guys the best, and I hope that Canelo can you know, redeem himself. But I'm still a little peeved about it. I'm just being honest. I'm being straightforward and honest about my opinion. People don't have to agree with my opinion. But, you know, hey, it's my opinion. And I respect other people's opinion. You know, that's why, like, a couple guys, you know, who I'm fond of on their page, you know, about, they had some videos about the same thing. And I told them, hey, big up and respect, because I respect their opinion. But at the same time, I share my opinion. And, you know, it's no disrespect to anybody else's opinion either. I mean, if you feel differently, hey, that's your opinion. I respect that. But my opinion is this. Canelo Alvarez got caught cheating. He should have paid more of a price. He didn't. I'm over it. I'm just surprised at how boxing fans can be so naive, you know? Just like on your job, they say, oh, so-and-so he got fired because he failed a drug test. He failed a drug test? Yeah. But he got positive for marijuana. Well, he don't smoke, but he was around some people that smoke. No, he didn't. Listen, if a person pop positive, you cannot even trace amounts of a drug, cannot prompt a drug test from a secondary ingestion. If you breathing and inhaling smoke from marijuana and not smoking it, that is a secondary ingestion, and not even trace amounts will show up, you know what I'm saying, in a test. Only way any amount of the drug will show up is if you ingested it in a primary way. You know what I'm saying? And you can't say, oh, well, if somebody eats some weed and they pop, that's just like, no, it ain't just like the tainted meat. The tainted meat is very secondary. That means that's like, okay, I had to eat something that's been dead for some days. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you eat meat, it's been dead for some days. You know what I'm saying? So now you're talking about all of the life have left this particular animal, and now the animal has been cooked, well, probably prepared first and given some type of preservative, and then cooked, and then after it's been cooked, then you sauced him up and ate him. Now, when you ingested that, at this moment, it's such a small amount of that drug in the animal, it will not prompt a drug test. First of all, he's dead. He don't have blood pumping through his veins. He has not been eating and drinking. He is not alive. He is dead, and been dead for some days, and been properly drained of all his bodily fluids as much as possible. And then he been cooked. You know what I'm saying? Prepared with preservatives, probably some type of preservative, and then cooked, and then ate. No, there is no trace amounts of a drug that will show up in a drug test from a secondary ingestion. The man cheated, man. I hate beating a dead horse. I'm just like, it's beyond me to believe that people can esteem somebody so high that they can't believe that they did something wrong. You know, it happened to people in mainstream America all the time. Pastors who get, oh, I know he a man. I can't believe he cheated on his wife. He a man. Why he can't? You know? Now, it's been some allegations against people that's been false, but a drug test is not one of them. A drug test is a drug test, and they do what they are set out to do: catch people cheating. And in the sport of boxing, these are not hook and book companies. VADA is a very important sanction that's been put in place for this very purpose. This is not some bootleg people that come say, here, piss in this cup, and we finna see. Here, let me take this sample of blood. We finna see. No, this is not no hook and book stuff. This the people who y'all deem as being the top. You know what I'm saying? The clean sport bill. The godfather of the clean sport You know what I'm saying? By WBC. Vada, who everybody say, oh, Aaron Spence ain't signed up. He must be cheating. But he already in USADA, so what? USADA ain't good enough. So Vada, the top dog in the sport right now, you know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be keeping the sport clean. And when they do something and catch somebody, now y'all don't believe that it's true. It just blows my mind, man. It really does. It blows my mind. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. Triple G and Canelo fighting this weekend. I'm a sucker for a good fight. I'm not gonna protest it. I'm not buying it. It's not in my house, you know. I'm not paying full price for it to come in my house. I will watch it elsewhere. So it is what it is. I wish both guys the best. I hope nobody get hurt. And I hope that it's a more definitive fight than last time. You know, I hope that someone separates themselves so that there can be a clear-cut winner with no controversy. But yeah, man, this Daddy P. Like I say, I will give a prediction after the weigh-in. I want to see how these guys come in and if they a little, you know. For Canelo Alvarez, the USA does have USDA grade AB. If you need it, we got that. You know, you in the top, probably less than 1% of the most wealthy people in Mexico. So I know you can afford to get some imported USDA grade AB. So I don't want to hear no kind of excuse. You know, I want to see a good fight. It's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to be notified every time it goes down. Go ahead and slap that like button. If you don't agree, slap the dislike. I'm all right with that. But leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. This Daddy P signing off.